Look at this truck. Look at this truck. Whoa, look at this truck. That's a really nice truck. Really scary horn, but it's a really nice truck. That's a really nice truck. It's a scary horn, but it's a nice truck. I was just driving and there was a car and a truck. So there was a weird car with like a sticker. It was a weird car with a sticker on the front. And then there was a white truck behind it. The white truck had license plates from Utah, so I thought, well, I don't have a husband connected to Utah that was looking at me. The weirdest thing happened. There was a husband looking at me. And then there was the people from the cars looking at me. And I thought, well, I must be picking up on stuff haywire because that husband doesn't go with Utah plates. So I was like, whatever. And then I get to this car, that really big, beautiful truck, and it's like, oh God, now I figured it out. The rat bastard is stalking me, but he won't connect to my phone or my car. So I can be connected to his heart and soul 24/7. But once that car was around, it was like, oh yeah, that big, huge white truck, that's a specific husband. He must be around. And where is he from? Not Utah. Which is why I didn't know what the hell was going on, because he's not from Utah. Where is he from? Where are really, really, really hot men from? Where do you find really, really tons of hot men? Like San Diego back in the day. Where is Mr. Hot, overloaded hot husband from? I'm going to give psychics some time to guess. But where is Mr. Hot husband from? And how the hell are they in a truck that says Utah on the plates? But where is hot husband from? Mr. Hot husband has decided to be here stalking me. From the really hot man area of the really, really hot area of the Bahamas. Mr. Hot Boy's from the Bahamas. He must have thought it was funny to get into a truck that says Utah on it. And why I always used to talk to him about Utah and how it's so beautiful in Utah. And now he's around stalking around. But like, what's the point if he's not going to connect to the car? And what's the point if he's not going to connect to the phone? So I have to assume maybe he's playing weirdo with the United States of Dubai. They like to stalk him. Those be gross weirdos. Gross, sicko people. A lot of these poor husbands end up dead and altered because they meet the United States. They meet famous people, they think everybody's normal, and then everybody starts murdering and butchering their brains. So I don't know. And a lot of times, the United States will get a husband to go on like weird secret video shit, so that I pick up on stuff, and then the actual people in the vehicle have nothing to do with anything, so they can be all slimy and sleazy and act like God doesn't really know anything. They've played so many games, and these poor countries that are dead are so terrified because all they do is play games with reality. All they do is play games with my powers and what I pick up on, and it's like, yeah, so you gotta follow the signs and like survive, because they'll play games forever. So was that husband really connected to any of the cars? Or was the United States putting something secret somewhere that just makes you connect the vehicles to a husband? Because really, with my powers, you could put a piece of my husband's spit on the car and I would sit and connect the dots and think about that husband. When the United States is just playing sick games and they're gonna kill and alter them. And it's sad. It's really sad when a husband falls for that, because they were trained and molded by every God to be better than that and smarter than that. So it's sad when they're gone, because it means they gave into some gross or disgusting or bad temptation, and then they end up stuck in really bad things. So, I don't really want to talk about it. The husbands that are beautiful and good and truly pure and good and beautiful, they end up bonding with these countries that are terrified and keeping safe with those countries. But it's just really sad how much the United States and Dubai can lure tons of people into death by playing weird, gross games. Like asking one of my husbands to take a piss near a car and then have me identify the husband connected to the car. And then everybody that watches me through this car and this phone, they think that I'm identifying that car and the husband, so they chase after the car, but it had nothing to do with that husband. The United States just told the husband to take a piss near the car. Then I was picking up on his piss and the husband, but it had nothing to do with the car. So all these people are stalking a car and a person that had nothing to do with anything. But they are way ahead of it now through my queen, my queen, my queen. And most of these countries that are terrified religiously stick to my queen, my queen, my queen. So when husbands really want to live, they will. When husbands want to listen to some famous person, get them to do bad things or join into bad, and then lure them into their death, that was their fault. They knew P. Diddy and a lot of shit was real criminal and weird and suspicious and bigger than just human crimes like ISIS. You know, that kind of ISIS would not come from some stupid blah 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 Allah terrorist. Everyone knew they were doing it. But I'm really grateful that the countries that are terrified, they just stick to my queen, my queen, my queen, perfect good gods, and they know everything. But it's just really sad when people get lured into bad things and get killed for a living. It's really scary and sad stuff.